me on the celly, try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, the better gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you now.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, Stephen Gostkowski sets Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is Jonathan Taylor.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Play action, now it's Tua. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Johnson.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he fires one incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
From the gun, it's Tua.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good. For another.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool.
But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Jonathan Taylor.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw, but incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Third down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 11 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down.
You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And he fires one that's intercepted.
The rookie David Arnett picks it.
And he will score. Touchdown. A big play there by... Rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out.
2nd and 10 at the 25.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
Third and long. It's Goff. Setting up the screen for Cook. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen do when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off of play action. Tagovailoa out to his left. Man on the left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down. Cook hit when he wants the football. And the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the
play. And all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Jets.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On first down, gone. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
A great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 24. So first and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The former USC man played on this very field, Adoree Jackson with a tackle.
Second and 8.
On second down, it's Taylor. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
He was brought down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. Being chased out left. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Tua going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. The last play got just a yard. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
The score, Rams 21.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And the pass complete to Hogan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain on the play, but it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jonathan Taylor becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
uphill.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in that halftime action.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
5-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
Jets 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Dawson Knox.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Complete.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completion here to Claypool. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Play action, now it's Tua. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Chase Claypool
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Nick Bosa. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, Goff. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jonathan Taylor
ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now a first down throw. Gone. Going right side. He has Witten. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Jason Witten.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Goff. Man open left side, it's Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air. Goff on second down. This with a short throw to Witten. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. It's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Well, past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They run once more with Taylor.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Quick slant to Brown.
The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Justin Tucker set to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That'll be complete to Cook. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. This little short throw to Witten, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus.
Tua now on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
Defensively.
Tua to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Waddle. And they'll be down just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a